Shut up, dude. Fuck. I gotta go, get these people settled. Fucking people coming for electricity. My mother's not answering the door. She's in there working. So what the fuck? I gotta take these people around and take them through all the shit that's all fucked up. This is that shit I be talking about. I gotta get up to fucking just do whatever. You, sit the fuck down. Fuck, man. You got time for your shit right now. I'll fucking put you out in a second. Fucking stay out there. They're not even dressed though, trying to fucking have to jump up and get fucking adjusted for people. This is that bullshit. I'm gonna show people what's going on. Shut up, fucking fuck.
Well, what do you think needs to be done?
Yeah, that's basically it, but you're not gonna do it with, I mean, there are more spaces, but they don't make razors for the kids. It's a federal specific. Actually, for a full on space.
Well, I need to find out what needs to be done because the lights in that office.
Here says there's an outlet panel. And another disconnect to it, but this is an old house, so. This is an old panel. I'll put it this way, most of the time, these panels burn houses down. They don't make them anymore. They discontinued them.
Yeah.
It's an old panel. You just got old wiring and old panel. Like I said, your kitchen's all on one circuit. So anytime you're running your refrigerator, if you, like I said, anytime you want to even run your microwave or toaster or Keurig or anything else,
That's why I was tripping.
you know, I'm not sure what else you have plugged down there. It doesn't look like
Nothing.
anything. Yeah, but you know, it's all on at the same time. Just whenever you can hear the compressor. As soon as I turn this back on, the compressor on the fridge is gonna kick on. I mean, you know, and that itself is pulling probably your microwave pulls 12 amps. I haven't found the little label on this guy to do the math, but I'm sure your refrigerator's pulling like about 13 on itself. So you're getting close to overloading your circuit just with these two. Whenever they built these houses, they didn't build it for the intention of all the new stuff that they have come out with.
My question is, how do we rectify it?
That is, you need to get a new panel. I'm gonna go check outside, see if you have an outside panel, and that will be a big difference. Because other than that, it's like getting a whole new electrical service.
Okay.
You don't have any more space in your panel to add any more circuits, and that's what you need. You need more circuits in here so you're not tripping things off. So your refrigerator doesn't go off every time you try to go use your microwave.
The refrigerator is supposed to be on a separate circuit.
Whenever we build new houses, your refrigerator is by itself. Your microwave is by itself. You're supposed to have two different circuits on your kitchen counter. So I mean that's just 4 right there, and you only have 1 in here. So I'm just trying to let you. I'm trying to explain it, I guess.
No,
Okay, we understand that.
Yeah.
But this has never went off like that. So
Mhm.
these are only 2 that shut off from this socket. Nothing else is blown.
No, nothing else is gone.
Nothing else is
That's
gone.
what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
not that like you have to come back over here and turn this off and
Nope.
reset it.
Never had to. Never.
Okay, then yeah. Then I guess if you want to go get an outlet, replace that, see if that does anything different. But
But you're saying that this box is horrible. So we need to get that whole
Right.
box replaced, right?
Right.
I would recommend that. Those boxes have been burning houses down. You can even look
That's
it up.
where
It's
we're
a
at.
Federal Pacific panel.
We can look outside and I can show you the rest of these electrical box things, but
I would
apparently we
definitely
gotta get
recommend
that whole
replacing
thing.
it.
Yeah. we're
But
gonna-
I'll tell you this: the ones that were really bad have already burned
Because,
down.
yeah, because we've said that like 3 times. I understand. I fully understand that, man.
He likes to repeat.
Yeah, I just like to get shit done.
I feel you.
You know, I don't like fucking constantly going over. Oh, and I got my thing. Shit, I got it. Right.
Full too.
There's yeah, there's one of the things right there. Hold on 1 second, I'll unlock that. Weird.
I didn't even realize.
A lot of stuff is going on.
Yeah, I didn't even realize you had a pool, so you have a whole pool pump set up.
Yep, that's why they had this electricity all wired all strangely.
I mean, yeah, you see these little wires coming in from the meter. You don't have much power to work with. That's why every time you run your pressure washer or do something, every time your pool pump kicks on or something, you'll see the
Oh,
lights
the
flicker
pump
and
stays
everything.
on. That pump stays on. So it hasn't even. Only time we even cut it off is we gotta drain it or something. But I know that's one of the power things out here. I'm not sure what's
Is there
exactly in that.
another one? You said there's one
Yep, there's another one on the other. There's actually like 2
on the
or
other side.
something.
I mean, yeah. That's all fine. That's fine. That's your actually disconnect. It looks like it.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a little tight around here.
They did a meter cap or something. That's what you said. It has to be a meter cap.
So we were supposed to have like all these lights around it are off. When that first came out, these the electricity out here was blowing, and apparently it was to do with this one. So I guess this is what just takes care of this. And
Yeah, 20 amps. So what? You got 30 amps out here. Rainbird, time clock. That's just feeding through right now.
say this one just stays on. Guess I gotta do something with the filter, put it off, and change that, and put it right back on.
If it's off, yeah. Or off that disconnect over there.
And there's another one on this side. I want to see. I don't know if there's one inside this.
Yeah,
thing.
there might be one inside of something
I know
around here,
there's.
but
Inside here we have
there's one right there for your
you got. See how like they ran this electricity is pretty crazily electrified. Like even like they got the electricity out there in that shed, and it's like
Is there another panel in here?
No,
no. I thought
that's
that
the
might
Federal
be-
Pacific's the only thing they got.
Yep. Whole panel. That's just going up there, doing that.
We got one back here.
Yeah, disconnect there. can't. It's all. It goes under the house. It probably goes to a unit maybe or something.
Maybe
That
it
used
used to
old
be a
unit
unit
underneath. Maybe.
Yeah, used to be a unit or something here. I'm assuming.
Well,
Maybe
it's
they
the
built
heat
more.
pumps underneath.
Oh, it's kind of looking at the different layers of brick, different levels of brick, but I could be wrong. It could be for the heat pump. You never know. You never know.
It's off though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not in use. If I'd assume it used to be for a old AC unit, well, no, he has gas. Huh.
I know we had an old fan in the attic. That's
Yeah, but it wouldn't use that much power. That's 50 amps. Your fan
But
would
I
be
think
like
definitely
under 20.
it probably
you know?
hasn't been used in 20 years at least. I don't know. It's rusted out as it looks. I was like,
Yeah.
I
How old's
couldn't.
the house?
They
Yeah, it
claim
had to be
19
easily. Yeah.
They claim 1950,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the house we just moved from in Buffalo was built in 1850. So that's why I'm like,
Wow.
how the hell is this shit so horribly like done?
I mean, it's not
It was just the people that lived here. They just
Yeah.
did stuff on their own. Like
almost like the home
they figured
improvement.
they owned the house so they could do whatever they wanted. It was like I've been trying to keep up the yard and stuff. All
Yeah,
this.
man, it looks good.
No, it does.
It looks real good.
You
It looks real good.
They supposedly had the best yard in the neighborhood, but it's like seeing like all this stuff that grows and then as soon as it dies, something else is coming in. So it's like that's how they had this stuff all set up, and like I say, how they got it all rigged up with the electricity is strange. 'Cause, like when that stuff, the fan and stuff in the gazebo, it wasn't working. We had the electricity was working on the side when you plugged in. It was working for a little while, and then all of a sudden it was blue, but never even knew.
There could have been a handful of things. It could have been just a bad receptacle. It could have been bad grip somewhere along the line. It's down here in the water not being GFI protected, so I mean, it could be a handful of things.
This thing, I think it's still pop the thing every now and then. It
Oh
might
no, I
blow.
guess if it set off that GFI right there, it might be GFI protected.
So no, once in a while it'll. And that was definitely the thing when the light wasn't working before. It just had to come over and switch.
Oh yeah, that red one, the one with the little red button.
One of those. But it didn't even fully turn off. That's why I didn't know what had went on, because when I looked in there, they all looked like they were still on. And then the guy came in and he just like
Wiggled and it came back
moved
on. So
yeah,
it
he
could
was
just
like-
be, like you said, just the receptacle on it. No grounds on it. Also, that's how old the wire is. We did a house.
idea.
Like honestly, this is more updated than the house.
Yeah.
120. I got good power there. On this bottom one. And I'm assuming, yeah, it's probably something to do with that.
Yeah, that thing was plugged into it.
So that's how it gets its power, and that is my black wire that's all hooked. A ground, but who cares? Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that's why it stopped working. They use like an SO cord to plug in this outlet to this outlet instead of just running a wire through.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but this guy still works.
Yeah.
That guy just needs to be fixed. But you know, I guess
The
let's.
main problem was in there.
Yeah, the main
But,
problem was the
but-
kitchen and everything. That's just a
I
safety
know these
stuff, that's what we
the
got.
lighting around the pool was definitely another thing that she's gonna want to get looked at. None of those were they
The lighting around the pool.
Yeah.
all
yeah,
of it.
all these things. They had some of them, at least two of them had broken bulbs. So like I finally got the whole thing
Base
out.
out of it.
They're all
It didn't come on. Y'all tried like maybe flipping switches somewhere inside, like.
there's two switches right there.
I figured that's what it was something with. But
They,
yeah, you never know. It could be a broken wire somewhere.
Yeah, they were. It was so messed up. Like I had tried to replace a bulb when we first came, but that's when I was like, yeah, this shit doesn't even. They weren't coming on, nothing. So
That's what's going on. Hi, Katie. So yeah, there's no other forms of power. You just don't have a lot to work with. And there's a lot running on it. I'm curious what they actually have running on that disconnect. But
I don't think they had much because there was two elderly people. I want to say the lady was 92. She passed.
yeah.
So and it was just her and her husband for a while. Let me see. What did they have?
Ivory. I guess, yeah, no, there's a plate, grab one. I'm a little curious, maybe we'll open up a few other ones, just to look at it and make sure, so maybe grab a couple more just in case.
That's what we need to get done. Still gotta get all this shit cleaned. Spray all this stuff. She had said, she mentioned dimming in her office when I run the power washer. She never even told me that. I wish she would have mentioned that.
It's, yeah, you just don't have a lot of power to work with. I can put it that way.
I had been running the power washer out of this one. So,
I mean, yeah, it's working. It's just, I'm assuming where's her office at? Right around the corner?
Yeah, the first.
That's what I'm thinking. There was only a handful of 20 amp circuits in that breaker box. So they're right around.
Our main stuff is there, so.
Yep. I mean, I believe you. I'm just trying to focus on what our work order is at this point. Because there is a lot. You're not wrong. There's a little bit. See, there's no cover plate right there.
Yeah.
That's your safety. Yeah.
As I tried to tell them when we first got out here, we needed to get them covered. I'm going around trying to cover them. I'm trying to find the screws that actually went into them, but no.
So I might leave with your go ahead and throw in just because that is safe. That is.
Like these, none of these were on. I had to.
Yeah. All right. So this one.
Yeah, we're definitely missing quite a few of those.
What is this?
That is a 220 outlet. That used to be, if I had to assume, for a window unit. Because some of those window units pull more in their 220. That's what they require.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 220 outlet. That is why that one looks different than your other outlets. Or the little prongs are to the side like that. It's because it's a 220 outlet. That way you can't plug in your coffee maker into it and blow something up. That's why it's different.
So it has this over here.
No ma'am, because it's not what you need. You need, your normal outlets are 120. That is 240.
He's just telling me this. You ready to go eat? Hey, you ready to go out? Where you going? Why are you running away, yo? See? Okay, now you can just sit there.
No, I just was curious as to what it was.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, that's what I'm trying to think. Only things I can really recall are window units.
A big window unit with a heater and a air conditioner,
Yeah.
like one of those big ones.
I mean, and they run off of 120 as
Now.
well. Now,
Back
yeah.
then,
But yeah. It's more efficient, definitely, no matter what, with 220.
Hey, B,
Yep.
this is what, Drake said, it needs a 200 amp breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That I agree with, but with that you need a whole new panel. A panel that can actually hold a 200 amp breaker. Because your federal position. So I mean, at that point, you need a whole new service.
That's what the guy was talking about from Dominion.
200 amp breaker, yeah. Basically, new service.
Yeah, that's who recommended it. Dominion.
Yeah, that's what she was saying to us earlier, and that's what he was saying about if you only got 125 amps coming in.
Yeah, I know
There was a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah. This is nuts.
Like my house is on a 200 amp breaker. It looks like you have like 150 at most, and it's probably closer to 125 or 100. You got some small wire coming in feeding your house, just the power total.
True.
Tell you what, let's just be safe, hit 20. The bottom right, the top 20. No, the one above that, top 20.
19?
No,
That's
top
okay.
20. The rest are like 30 amps. I think.
I see yours. I thought you said the number. I guess.
White. Hours off.
Double check.
I'm almost positive we were checking it earlier. I'm like 95% sure, but I guess you know what assuming gets us.
Yeah.
You never want to assume,
I'll
man.
wake up,
Never.
yeah. Soon. Big hat.
Still, next thing you know, you're getting sparked and
You're awake.
I
Wait, you got shot? Did you get shot yesterday or earlier this week?
I got shocked earlier this week, and that was the one, what is it, 17C with the couple there, and we had to troubleshoot the
Oh,
outlet.
yeah, that was a separate one we thought it was on.
Yeah, and it was on a different circuit. Just for your knowledge, that normally you have three with the newer wires. You have three wires: a white, a bare
and
one.
ground.
Yeah, the ground is the green one. Your neutral, and your hot. And your wiring, you don't have that third wire, the ground, and all that is a safety wire. So the neutral is the same thing. It goes back to the same place. It does the same thing. But it's like a safety thing, so if water was spilled or whatever, it's a place for the electricity to go. And you know, I'm not trying to scare you or anything. You do need some updated wire. And receptacles, like you just aren't the code. If you were to try to sell, they would fight you and make you get probably new wiring and GFIs in your kitchen counters and bathrooms
I'm
and
surprised they didn't do that.
Yeah, that's what I was
We
saying.
just
How
got
long
the
ago did you buy
house.
the house?
We
That's
just
what I was
moved in
wondering.
May. Last
yeah,
year.
there's some kind of loophole.
Grandfather
Grandfathered in, yeah. It was grandfathered in or something, so you don't have to. I don't know. I'm not a salesperson, but I know that is why.
It would have to be. I mean, how would you sell a house if it? I mean, if it's not updated?
Well, my sister,
That
and
should
her
have been
husband,
changed out.
her husband is the architect, and he's the one. I guess they were the ones who were looking at what
Okay.
houses we should get to come down here. So
I mean, and I'm not trying to scare you. It's most of the Federal Pacifics that were going to go would have gone already.
But also, like some insurance company knows that you're buying a house with this panel in it. They make the person selling the house get it changed before. I know for a fact because I've done one.
well, I don't know what they were doing because they passed away. So
Right.
this house was just sitting.
Oh, okay.
And that's why it was
So what we had, who would you
Yeah, they were.
get to do it then?
I'm sure they probably warned him, warned my sister and her husband, but I don't know what the hell was going on. Like I said, we got out here, none of this stuff was put on. They wanted me to spray paint these other covers, so for the air vents, and like whatever, I spray painted them, go to put them on, but we don't even have the right screws, and which ones go to which fuck.
Right.
And shit was all off. So I'm like, man, you guys could have had another half-ass job. They did this shit back in our old home. This stuff that was here, it was insane. Like I say, like we'd be moving and like you could just come in, close this, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like kitchen door. You're like, what the fuck? You could just step over here or something and you step too hard. And the wiring is like, it's so jacked up. I guess the husband was the one that did everything though, so when he passed, it just a couple years went by and
Fell apart, yeah.
apparently he, I guess he did the landscaping up here at the funeral home.
Shoot, now you don't even need that. There's not a ground, but you don't need it. Yep, microwave one.
I know they had to put a different one in the room right here. They just got the light and stuff put in, and they had to put in the three-way switch. There was only like a two-way or something.
Mm-hmm. So they had to add a wire or...
We actually had another, cause like you can turn this light on from either side, but this side you could adjust like the.
Left it up and yeah.
Well, no, it was just
A dimmer.
simple
Dimmer.
thing. Yeah,
A dimmer,
thing.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to think of. And when he replaced it, he was like couldn't get it to work on both sides, and it was like, you know, he told me he was like, oh, we need a three-way piece, and
Three-way wire,
they
right?
went and put one in. They got this working, but I already knew. I was like, there was something wrong.
Alright, let's open up some of these other ones. Well, I guess I could have, what I should have done is plugged it back into the extension. I think I did. The extension's plugged in, that's right, I did. Yeah. I did it right. I thought I plugged in the microwave because that's what clicked on. Well, we can open up the fridge, which if I had to assume they replaced the fridge outlet with a normal outlet, a 3-pronger, because I don't think it will plug in with that. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's kind of hefty.
I see it. It is a 3-pronger. You're right. I can see it right here. It's closer to my side. There's no plate on it, but
I can move this stuff out if you
no, it's fine. I can see it there. That was the information I wanted to see. So someone came in there and put their hands on that. No one's put their hands on this guy yet, so I want to look at this one.
Well, the only one we had to replace the one for that. My brother-in-law, that one was like sizzle or whatever.
The fan, the light itself.
No, this for this laundry thing.
This guy.
That one, yeah, it was just stepping a little for my brother-in-law came out and
Is there a pull chain? Is there a switch that operates?
Yeah, right there.
it's right there.
Oh man, I like your decorations. I just noticed them.
So yeah, he replaced that though, cause that was the thing. Yeah, as soon as you turn this on, you'd hear that sizzle. After a minute, and it was like, what the hell? And so they came and replaced all that. But
Yeah.
that was the only thing out here we had replaced since we've been here.
I mean, that's what I mean. If most of the time they've already gone by now, so I mean, this is probably one of the few good ones that is doing something. But I would still recommend getting a new.
Cause you got warranty, right? They're a warranty.
Yeah, Old
Sure,
Republic
so-
one.
Yeah,
So this
so-
is through Old Republic.
I've talked to them.
Sure, they didn't. They probably didn't even use a lot of
They have
stuff.
platinum coverage,
Okay.
so therefore replacing all that, the breaker box and stuff.
They
is
should have,
covered.
yeah, they should, yeah.
They should. I'm not one of them. I know, for example, I've had to do one where the fan was bad. That's what was causing their stuff to go off. You know, the fan was just bad. It was sizzling in the wires and inside the motor or whatever. They covered the fan, but not the light on the fan. So whenever we did it, we had to go put up a fan without a light.
Light, yeah,
Oh,
that's dumb.
I mean, you know, I can't help but what
No.
they're paying for, you know.
I'm not even worried about that. I just need to be safe.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want whatever needs to be done so that this stuff is safe. I mean, the house we had in Buffalo was built in 1850, okay, and I never had problems like this.
Take together.
Joints, probably goes here.
It's an interesting
Oh,
thought.
I know
Or something there.
there's
Wire going through.
there's a outlet. Yeah, this was some weird. I never saw anything like this. Slide that over.
Oh, I see it right there.
Yeah, it's
Huh. That is cloth wire, but I mean, I'm sure it's only the 2 prongs. Yeah. Oh no, that's a
no, I think
3.
that's 3.
Yeah, right, it's a 3.
It should be a 3 right there.
Huh.
That's why I left it up there. Just
I mean, yeah.
as long as it had the 3 prongs, it's like, yeah.
That's probably what they came off with. Did you see the built the cabinet right there?
Yeah, I'm curious if that's on the. Where'd we go? Oh. That's not okay. Flying joints, that's against code. That's just a safety thing.
Yeah, it was definitely some. I noticed that when we first got here.
I'm assuming that's going to your hood.
That looks. And then I don't know if it was connected to our old stove. How this is.
Power coming in, power hitting that outlet, and power going to your vent. That's what it is. You got your phone? Take a picture of that. So we can tell them, hey, this needs to be fixed.
You wanna take a picture of the panel too?
Might as well. You can go there and take a picture of the thing and tell them, hey, we recommend doing all this and this. And because, yeah, I mean, yeah, take a picture. I'm pointing at the 20th. Because essentially, at the end of the day, you can't put a GFI here to make it correct. And you can't put a GFI breaker in there because they don't have GFI Federal Pacific breakers. Maybe they do, but I don't know if you're going to find one like that. That's why I don't know. They haven't made those in like 80 years. So yeah, you would all but have to upgrade the panel to get things correct and safe in here. I mean, as safe as you can get without doing all that work. Yeah. So I'm tempted to cut this off, wrap it around some screws,
You
and
got one of these receptacle on it?
I mean,
Lock it up.
Might as well.
That's top 20.
Top 20, yeah.
Yeah. You got my pick?
No.
Yeah, see, first day of spring is the 19th of March. We have St. Patrick's Day. Sunday the 17th. Then you got Easter on the 31st of March. Dang.
That's why they have those screws in. No, but
That's your food. We just need water. See that annoying ass white dog.
cylinder. That's interesting how that looks a little cooked. I told you how much I hate flatheads.
I thought you loved flatheads.
I hate flatheads. Passion.
Shit always slip it out. I used to hate those
And they're
things.
strip, bro. Can't strip them. Unless you break, I guess.
Oh, I've stripped
No, I
flatheads before. You can't. I can definitely strip a flathead.
Yeah,
Old rusty ones.
pretty sure I might have done one too. Who knows?
Holy goodness.
It's a long way, yeah.
Yeah, they gave me a 2-inch screw. Oh, it has a few wires. I'm glad I pulled it out. They were both stabbed into the back. I guess cut me off again.
It's too long.
Okay,
It is.
that's fine.
If that's the same thing.
I believe you if it's the same circuit. That, you got your thing?
Yeah.
Looks like it's off.
Always forget about that plug right there.
Yeah, and essentially all the other ones that have the 3 prongers, I can tell someone's been in. So I'm trying to go into the ones that I know that these are stabbed in the back. If you look what I'm doing here,
Yeah.
all it is just a little clamp that over time gets, weak. Like everything is just a little piece of metal that clamps down and, it spreads out over time.
True.
Well, they have screws on the side, so.
Nope, it does not have any screws on the side.
Usually you got screws on the side. that
How
you-
old
Just
is
in
it?
case.
Yeah, you can do those, the
That's
new
it.
receptacles like that, or as the screws on the side. But
It's definitely classic.
that's called speed wiring, and it's faster, yeah, but it's after time, and like you were saying, it
Just a
You'll have
little
issues
clamp
with
that it wears out, a little spring clamp. Not even spring, it's just metal that is shaped that way, and eventually that heats up and just, heat and metal. I should have stripped him out a little bit more, especially if I'm wrapping up. It's in my bag, my front pouch. Oh, last one. That we brought in anyway. You got a flat that thing?
why you need a flathead.
Yeah, maybe for the long screw, that's what I'm having to
Oh,
do. If I
okay.
need to, if I have to go all back all the way in there, but it doesn't look that deep, truthfully. And that one was missing a screw.
So use the flathead.
I see you set me up, Kenny. Waited for the last one.
Yep, like yesterday. You use flatheads that are 3-inch on a blank plate.
Oh my god, yeah, stuck up in the attic. I was up in the attic sweating my butt off. And
We don't,
the
we're
3-inch
adults here.
flathead
We
screw.
don't mind the cursing. I was sweating my ass off in our attic. I gotta get that one thing clean.
Water screw.
yeah.
Oh, back to the flathead.
Yeah, I hear you. Back to it. Screw this up. That's it. Feel long, but without looking at that, that's it right there. I'm blind now. Seen the light.
Blinded by the light.
I hear you giggling over there. Recalling yesterday. I know, I'll make it look easy. It's pointed to my spite against flathead screw.
What exactly is that thing?
That's your security.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your alarm system.
Is it off now? Power to it? No?
No, it should be on now.
Yeah, it's just the power to the door things or something.
Yeah, or the transformer. I'm not sure. Truthfully. Oh, here's a little transformer that sends 12 volts through, or 24 or something. I wonder if that's their front door, like the doorbell. No idea. Well, I don't know how it would ring actually. I'm sure there's a transformer like it normally is.
12, 16.5 volts,
12 volts.
16.5.
16.
Power rating 25 VA.
Huh. VAC?
So,
Interesting. I don't know. That has to be like security then or phone.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I got on the phone on like the gate controller pad the other day. The 16 volts or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a control guy. I don't know. I'm not afraid to admit it when I don't know. But yeah, we'll let Old Republic know what we think. Because at that point, you know, it's just a safety thing too. If you still, new code is you're supposed to have a GFI outlet on your kitchen counter. So let's just say water spills on it and you have a toaster on it, it doesn't electrocute you. It's supposed to break the circuit, whatever. But we can't put them